What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you my anime first impressions on a new anime series that just aired today called Big Order. Now, I'm just going to dive straight into it. I'm not even going to kind of brush this aside. I'm just going to let you all know I got a lot of Future Diary vibes. A hell of a lot of Future Diary vibes. Now, I don't know if this is made by the same studio that did Future Diary, or if it's from the same writer, the same character designer. I have no idea, okay? But I got some crazy Future Diary vibes after watching this episode. And I think everybody might agree with me. When it came to our main female character with the pink hair, Yuno Gasai. They just straight up Yuno Gasai. I had so many Yuno Gasai vibes. The pink hair to the crazy face to the freaking katana. Just everything reminded me of Yuno Gasai. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Is this like a secret, Mirai Nikki season 2 or prequel? Like, is this like the prelude to another series? So yeah, I mean, this episode gave me so many Future Diary vibes. Now, I know that there's a very big divide in the community about Future Diary. Some really fucking hate it, and some really love that series. And I'm gonna stay neutral in this, because that's a completely different series. But I'm just saying, though, if you like Yuno Gasai, I think you might like the main female character. Instant recommendation if you do like Yuno Gasai. So, besides that, pushing that to the side, the first episode, what is it about, honestly? Well, the world has faced a cataclysm. For instance, a lot of humanity has died. It sounds like the average setup we see in a lot of games in anime. But the thing is our MC 10 years ago, he was able to get a wish. Any wish he wanted, granted. And he wished to be able to dominate the world. He wanted to have world domination. Rule the world, pretty much. You know, what you would see normal villains, one-dimensional villains want. And that's what he wanted. He wanted to rule the world. And because of him being very young, he was a child at the time, and he was watching shows and stuff, he didn't really think too much into it. And because of him, he got this wish granted, but it wasn't what we all expect, or what he expected. When you hear something like, I want to rule the world, that's a wish that comes in, you instantly think that this man is probably at the highest point of political power. For instance, he's given, the presidency, like the president's seat, or he's a dictator over the entire world, whatever, okay? And this doesn't technically happen. The main thing that happens is that he's given an ability where he can control all space that he walks on. For instance, in a certain area, his range that he walks on, he can control everything in that, and the law of physics can be bind to his will. For instance, he can even break the law of physics. He doesn't even have to listen to him while he's in his field, his area that he rules. And apparently, in the past, when he first got this ability, his ability ravaged the entire world, and it was, of course, on accident. He didn't really know what he was doing. He didn't want to kill so many people, but with his ability, he pretty much destroyed the entire world, so the entire Earth was his domain. But now, seeing this, in this episode, his power was kind of turned down just a little bit, or hell of a lot, for he could not affect everything at once in case he went out of control. So, very cool, interesting little separate premise to it. The main point of the series is pretty much that. The entire world has pretty much faced an extinction. There's people have been coming out of nowhere that have the powers, and they're called Order, and they have different type of abilities. Like, some get abilities of regeneration, some get the abilities to rule the world, so forth, so on. And pretty much how these people get these abilities is thanks to this character called Daisy that pretty much comes to these people and it's like, hey, you want a wish granted? What is your wish? And then they get that wish granted. So that's how the powers come about. Now, the main question is what is the connection of Daisy and her MC? Daisy is the person that's giving wishes, everyone. Like, granting wishes and giving abilities. And my main question is, who is this Daisy? What connection does she have to the MC? And why is she so fixated on him? But also, I'm willing to bet you right now, she's probably that crazy yandere girl in this episode. Yuno Gasai remake. I'm willing to bet you right now. I'm willing to bet you. Daisy is either A, some form of sister relative to the crazy girl, or B, she is the crazy girl, but in a disguise. But, the crazy girl doesn't know it yet. One or the other, but because there's too many connections there and weird things going on, especially with the pink hair and stuff, it just instantly pegs me to say, yeah, that's definitely something shady and suspicious here. So something's going on, and I'm willing to believe that Daisy is probably connected to that girl in some way. But yeah, first episode of this series, Big Order, first episode. It was an interesting show, surprisingly good. I didn't expect it to be good. I just saw it pop up today. I was like, oh, a new series. So I just started it, didn't even know what I was getting into, and I had fun. Now, obviously, if you don't like Future Diary, you most likely might hate this series. I'm gonna say that right now. But if you do like this series, I think you might like it. Now, there is no survival game, as I can see yet, so you don't have to worry about that connection. Just gonna say that right off the bat. But yeah, you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.